Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Ithakwa's Bane, bringing you gaming goodness and bringing you back for part 3 of the Exclusion Zone Botanist playthrough. In parts 1 and 2, we've kind of had mixed fortunes. We have managed to find, I think, 6 plants. Let me move the map over there just a little bit. The Cronum Costa, the Danae Monticola, the Dilocos vulgare, the Evodia hydrodontia, Fraxinus subulata, and the Epimedian violastia. So yeah, 6 plants so far. And we have unfortunately got 3 levels of corruption. So, for part 3, I've got to try and get out. I'm thinking that, it would be perfect if I could find 2 more plants, because then I'd fill up all the paper that I've got there. But I don't know whether I will, because the thing is, as you get closer to the exit, your chance of finding plants goes down quite dramatically. But also, as the time nears the end, the chance of getting corrupted increases dramatically. So, I think we've been quite unlucky. The last 2 hours, the last 2 turns, we've got corrupted both times. So yeah, let's see what happens, shall we? So onwards, we are trying to now make our way out, sketching and recording plants that we find on the way. We are currently in the 3 area. So to find a plant, we're going to have to roll a 3 or less on the dice. Corruption, where are we now? So hang on, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So yeah, so the first turn of this playthrough, of this part of the playthrough, is going to bring us to 3 o'clock. And that's in risk value 4, which means that when I do my corruption test, if I get 1s, 2s and 3s on these, I also corrupt again. Oh, right, let us begin. So we are going to move... I think I'm just going to move straight down to here onto the actual hex with the 3 in it, but there is a 3 there. So we're going to move down to there, try and find a plant. So we need to roll a 3 or less to find another plant. We get a 3, we get another plant straight away. Excellent. I'll do the corruption roll afterwards. I've been a good boy, I haven't been forgetting those, which makes a change. I am getting old, I do forget to do things every now and again. But we're now going to find another plant. Hopefully nothing that's going to corrupt us again. We'll have to see, won't we? Right, let me take out the paper that we're working on. We're now on this piece here. So that piece there. So I'm going to use my scrap paper to make sure the pencil doesn't go onto other surfaces. Dum, dum. Right, and we're ready to go. So, 4-step process when you're rolling up a plant. First of all is size. Second is leaf shape. Then leaf arrangement, and then unusual features. So, first of all, the plant size is 2. It's another small plant. Most of the plants that I've been finding have been small. That reminds me, I didn't do, no. Last episode, the last part of the gameplay, I didn't do the size of this last one we found. It's supposed to be small as well, but it seems like something that could possibly be a threat because it reaches out with its vines to try and grab us. So I'm thinking this could be maybe at the upper limit of the small size, so maybe 0.7 meters. Maybe 0.8. I'll put it at 0.8 meters. So it's kind of on the limit, I think, for what would be considered as small plants. Possibly. There you go. Right. Let's get back to what we're currently doing. So we've got a small plant. Okay. What about the leaves? The leaves are 4. Oblong again. I think we had another plant with oblong. Okay. Oblong leaves. What's the arrangement? The arrangement is 5. Haulet arrangement, and The unusual features. So for the unusual features, you're rolling 2 dice. The dark one indicates the group. The light one indicates the actual specific feature. So we get 6-1. Oh, I think this is the one that my daughter got. Oh, and I think it's the toxic fog. It is. Toxic fog. Oh, okay, so we got a 6-1 toxic fog. Now this could hinder, I don't think it's going to be dangerous to me specifically, but it could hinder me because we're going to be rolling in a random direction. Oh, and this one does actually say mark this location. So previously, I think back here, we had something that was going to cause a problem, but we weren't actually told to, yeah, this one, blinding light. I think the blinding light was up here, but it didn't actually say to mark it on the map. Sorry, I pointed the map off the camera just then. Up here was what I meant, but it didn't actually say to actually mark it on the map. So it wasn't something that you always had to check when you went into the hex. This one, however, does have that. It says here, mark this location. So anytime we enter this hex, we're going to be moving in a random direction afterwards. Oh no! What does it say? Bright orange oblong seed pods dangle from each thin branch. Some are striped with black, reminding you of a tiger. As they pop open, a thick fog envelopes you. Your eyes burn and water. Coughing and vomiting, you run blindly into the forest. So yeah, like we found with the blinding light, we're going to be moving in a random direction next turn. That's not good, and it's going to be marked on the locations. That could really hinder my ability to get out quick enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to write it. Oh, I can't write in the hex. There's no space in the hex. Let's try. Let's try and write in the hex. Toxic fog, and this was 6-1. I put 6-1 just as a reminder in case I need to reference. Okay, I kind of fitted it into the hex. Right. Let me now make some notes here from the description. Go online and find a random name, and then I will draw it and try not to draw it too similar to what my daughter did. Back soon. Okay, first plant for this for this part of the playthrough, for this part of the gameplay, we have toxic fog plant. We have the Eragrostrum punicea. Random word found on the internet. So we got toxic fog, so bright orange oblong seed pods, which I've kind of done things there. As they pop open, a thick toxic fog, and we've got random move. So you've got the fog kind of surrounding it, and kind of like a weird shape, just to make it a little bit different from everything else we've drawn so far. So this is our 7th plant of the complete gameplay so far. First one for part 3. Right. Got one more space left on the paper. See if I can find one more plant. That will do very, very nicely indeed. So we'll put it in here. Right, and we're going to be moving randomly after this. Let us bring back the map. So we are currently right in the middle of the 3 area. We've now got to roll for corruption. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so I think we should be, again, as I've been drawing, I don't know whether I've moved it or not. So I'm going to take it that I forgot to move this. Again, I'll check the video during editing in case I've made a mistake. But I think we're at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We're still at risk value 4. So we're now going to be checking for corruption before we are forced to move in a random direction. So corruption, risk value 4. So if these are both 1s, 2s and 3s, we are corrupted even more. So we roll. We're safe just. So that 4 saved us, only just, so we are okay. However, we're now going to be moving in a random direction. So we get the die. So it's marked. So if we move into this area again, we've got to again move in a random direction. Right, where are we going? Badunk. A 5 west. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. That's in the direction we want to move anyway. Never eat shredded wheat. Okay, so west, we're actually going into this hex there. That's okay. I was worried that it was going to bring us in this direction or this direction, which would then have meant for us taking a longer journey to get out. But that's okay. We can work with that. But it is now 4 o'clock in the afternoon. 1 more hour and we're in risk value 5. Not good. Right. Do we find a plant? We are in area value of 3. So a 3 or less, we find another plant. A 6. No, we don't find another plant. Am I going to find one more to fill up my book? Corruption test. RV4. 5 and 5. We're okay. Phew. Right. We are going to continue moving towards the exfil now. We are now going to be moving through the 1 area, which means there's hardly any chance of finding a plant whatsoever. So should I take I think I'll take a detour into the 2 zone first, just to make it a little bit more likely I might be able to find that one more plant to fill up my book. So we'll move over to here, and now we are at 5 o'clock. We are at risk value 5. Oh, should I? No, I'm not. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Yeah, I think I should still be okay. It's okay. It's okay. Right. This is area 2. So on a 2 or less, we get a plant. We get a 3. Oh no, no more plants. Corruption. We're now at risk value 5. So 1s to 4s on these, we get corrupted. Yeah, I kind of expected by the time you get here, it's kind of expected. So we do get corrupted again. So the next level, the sprouts become vines, wrapping around your limbs. Oh no, I'm becoming Swamp Thing. Right, now we're going to try and get out, I think. So we're moving into this hex here. It is now 6 o'clock. Things are getting a bit tight. We're now in the 1 area. So we only find a new plant on the roll of a 1. Do we? No. Corruption. Screwed. No. Oh. The vines struggle to anchor you to the soil. Oh no. I've got to try and get out. Right. This is the exfil. So if I can survive this next hex, we're good. So we move to here. This is the final hex. I've got to search for a plant. Okay, it's a zone 1. No plant. Okay, we don't find that last plant. But do we survive? It's all about this one roll. If I can survive the corruption check, I can get out. If I fail the check, I get the last level of corruption and I join the forest as a plant right near the exit. Oh no! It's all up to the last roll of the dice. Drum roll. I need at least 1, 5 or 6. I've got to get at least 1, 5 or 6. Okay, now you've been rolling a lot of 6s previously. Don't let me down. Come on, I don't want to be a tree. A 5 and a 6. Oh, we made it. We managed to exfil. We managed to exit the zone, but we are not completely unharmed. We are basically covered in vines that are growing out of our body. But in this adventure, we've managed to go around the map. Let me move that out of the way. We don't need that anymore. And we have managed to log. Actually, let's rotate that a little bit. I can zoom in a bit. 1 second. So we have managed to find 7 plants. Dilocus vulgare, Evodia hydrodontia, Chronum corsterita, Danae monticola, Fraxinus subulata, Epimedium violacea, Eragrostrum punicea. Yeah, and that's it. 7. We've managed to find 7 plants. So I'm going to quickly staple this together. As if by magic, a stapled little book has appeared. So yeah, just stapled it. Oh, get it away from the camera. Just stapled it, so it's now a little booklet. So yes, we've now got our our 7 plants that we managed to find in the exclusion zone with nice pretty pictures. I actually think I'm getting better. But yes, and that'll go in the in a little folder with all the other ones. But yes, a very fun little exercise. So here is my daughter's work in progress, or game in progress. She is at 2 o'clock. Now the funny thing is that she's actually found 2 plants, but she found, I think she came up this way and then over here, and it was literally at 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock that she actually found plants. The rest of the time she didn't find anything. Even coming up here, she didn't find any plants. So it's only like the last 2 turns she's found plants. She hasn't got corrupted yet, which is also a pretty good thing. But let's have a look and see how she's done. So these are the 2 plants that she's found and envisioned. Envisioned, is that the word? So the first plant was large rhomboidal leaves, opposite arrangement, and it had a toxic fog. So this was her first plant. She hasn't named them yet. The second plant, large obovate leaves, haulet arrangement, and she rolled up whispers, which was down here, 5, 6. Sharp angular branches look more like constructed architecture than organic life. The plant whispers unintelligible words. You keep thinking you understand a few. Is that Latin? So yeah, this is her. This is her plant with all the whispering and again the sort of angular branches. I think she's having fun. I think she's a little bit busy. She's been a little bit busy the last day or so, but maybe she'll continue. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see how she does. We will see how she does. So guys, I do hope you enjoyed that. We did manage to avoid complete corruptions, but we're definitely touched. But yes, that is Exclusion Zone Botanist from Exeunt Press. Down below is the links to both the itch page where you can pick this up, but also the Kickstarter for the upcoming campaign. It's a new game, Exclusion Zone Botanist Epsilon. Apparently it's going to have a different game system. It's going to have a lot more content by the sounds of it. I don't know much about it, to be very honest. I'm just going by what it says on the Kickstarter page and on the itch page, but it does look very, very interesting. So if you have enjoyed this series, both the overview and the playthrough, take a look at itch and Kickstarter. Right guys, thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Until then, take care, stay safe, cheers.